starting the interview right now. How you just I wanted to ask you your social media, and is this like the one you're going to start here in Mexico, like the kickoff of a formal tour, the first formal tour in 2 years of pandemic?
Yeah, it's a short tour. It's only 6 dates or something like that. But yeah, I think that counts as the first tour.
And then we go
But
off
it is
to Europe for like 2 months after that. But this is like, yeah, I mean, these are going to be this is the first tour we've done in a very, very long time.
How does it feel to come back? I mean, you've done a few shows, but this is like the regular thing that you're playing daily. How do you feel about coming back?
I feel good. I mean, we've been playing consistently throughout the whole pandemic, and we have like a practice space here. So the shows that we have played in LA and like around here have felt really natural. I'm more just like curious. We've had friends go on tour and just get back recently, and they were like, yeah, it was super fun. It was just kind of weird. It's like, I think for a while I was expecting like, oh, we're going to go back on tour. It's going to be the exact same. And more it seems like it's kind of like this new experience that we're probably going to have to reacclimate to.
Yeah, it's surreal as hell.
Are you planning on, I mean, like working on your set for specific this first shows in April? I mean, I imagine that you're bringing a lot of DIIV stuff on the set, but is there new material that maybe you're going to hear in Mexico in these shows?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like playing the songs live has always been a part of our writing process, and we've gone on tour playing unfinished songs since the beginning of the band. And it really teaches you a lot about, you know, to see people reacting in real time to songs and playing them every night. You kind of get a sense for what works and what doesn't. And so we definitely want to play some, you know, to workshop some new material. Definitely want to tour some DIIV stuff because we didn't really get a chance to very much. And then, you know, now that this year is going to be 10 years from the first record, and we have some stuff planned around that, so we're learning those. So I think that we will be like a little bit more, I think we want to span like a little bit more of our catalog with the shows, and you know, take advantage of some of the material that people really like and try out some new stuff. I think it'll be fun.
Oh, so you were telling me just before that you're still in the recording, I mean, on the writing process of the new songs, right?
Yes.
Is there been like a lot of demos exchange in the last year? How many, like, I don't know, demos or songs do you have already?
Like 138, I think.
183.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
we have so many song scraps. I feel like we've done it too in the past, but it's easy to be like, yeah, we have like, you know, 300 songs, but like we have such a high standard now for like what like an actually good DIIV song is, that like, you know, we only have, we're
Probably
approaching
like
like an
15 or
album.
20.
Yeah, we're approaching like an album's worth of material of like the best of the best. But a lot of that has come from like us making like countless demos and then working on the demos together a ton. So the writing process has been much more collaborative and like complicated this time, where we're like working on versions of songs, and then maybe even like 2 months after we work on one and we're like, this is cool, someone's like, what if it sounded totally different? And so we make a new demo, and like it's a pretty like intriguing process. It's way different than anything we've ever done before.
Are you still like working kind of the process that you had? I think it was in DIIV. I read a few interviews that things change on that album? You worked more like a band on the writing process of the songs compared to the first two albums where Cole was like the mastermind there. Are you still like working with DIIV, the four of you, giving your like ideas and thoughts on the demos?
Yeah, it's even like more different than DIIV, where DIIV was like very much like live band. You know, we were like playing songs together live and like kind of jamming on them, and it was like one type of collaborative thing. But since we spent so much time apart just at our individual houses, we've been sending like stuff together and making it more like in the room or on the computer, and like thinking about production and songwriting more than just like playing them, you know, because like it's hard to communicate if I'm playing a guitar and it's loud and Colin's playing bass and it's loud. I can't just really say like this bass part is cool. I have to wait till we're done playing and be like that was good or something. But this is like seems like more in real time. You know, we're like experimenting with collaboration a lot and trying a bunch of different stuff, and it's been really fun. And like we're not limited to, you know, it's not like Flint writing a song where it's like the bass player plays the bass part, the drummer plays the drum part. We kind of are all have hands in everything.
And on DIIV, you already you had a great job working with the production of. You worked on that one with Sonny DiPeri, right? Is he still working with you on the new songs, or you plan to work with him on the new album, or are you going to work with another producer?
We've talked with Sonny about some of the songs, and like we love Sonny and are like very close friends with him, and he'll always be like a voice in the room because we love him. But we decided to take kind of a different approach and bring in a different person who has like a very different style that I think would match the kind of writing that we're doing right now. But we do think that, like, you know, the relationship between a band and a producer is very, there's something like unique about it, where they have capabilities and like knowledge that we don't have. And so like part of our writing process has always been like learning. It's like learning how to write songs or learning how to play better and learning how to produce. And so we just want to learn more from different people. And so we're not working with Sonny on this project, but you know, we would work with Sonny again for sure.
Okay, great. What about the themes of the things that you're writing about the songs? What ideas are coming there, or what kind of emotions? Is it different from the previous albums, especially considering this environment where you're writing like closed? How do you say in English? Like kind of curfew, like when you're in a room and you can't go out. It's part of the pandemic thing. Has it influenced the kind of vibe that you have writing right now?
Yeah, it wasn't even like intentional, but it's very much like a listenable record more than a performable record, you know what I mean? And that might just come from the fact that that was our experience and our relationship with music for 2 years straight.
I would say that it was pretty intentional though. Like we started the like guiding light or like impetus for the record was that we made DIIV, which is like a really clean like rock album, but we kind of not necessarily forgot, but we didn't really implement a lot of like the atmospheric kind of like dreamy textural stuff that we've done in the past. And so with this one, even before we really knew what we wanted it to sound like, we were like, it should be like atmospheric and like more mysterious. And those are like abstract terms, but it's definitely become that. And like Bailey said, like we aren't considering as much like how we're gonna play it. We're focusing more on like what they sound like. And I think because of that, like the lyrical concepts seem to be following from that kind of place of the album and the songs kind of dealing with more abstract and like less specific emotional feelings. I think the lyrics will be a bit more abstract too.
Oh, great. Excellent. That's going to be like a new thing, maybe, this kinds of ambient sounds that you're building up for these new songs, maybe, you know? I was checking your podcast, and I recommend everybody that they listen to the DIIV podcast. Very cool. I was checking the one about, you were talking about protest songs of the 60s, and you kind of link it with another podcast that you made about crowd rock. And you were talking about how sometimes the protest doesn't come in the lyric like explicit, but it's in the structure of the song, or how you make the song, or the feeling evoked in the song. Are you gonna get kind of, I don't know, protest themes in these new songs, but not necessarily in the lyrics, maybe in that sound that you were talking about?
Yeah, I think the experiences of the past 2 years or whatever are bound to worm their way into the songs one way or the other. And a lot of that, you know, is political. I mean, at least in our country, it's really been a mess for the past, well, forever, but it really seems to be amplified in the past couple years. And it's kind of hard to say because, like, we have started a little bit working on lyrics, but it hasn't. We've been much more focused on the musical ideas. So lyrically, it's kind of hard to say so far, but I would imagine that. I mean, and even just emotionally with just the sounds, I think that our experiences of everything from feeling, you know, hopelessness to anger and whatever the stuff we've been feeling, I think will have no choice but to worm its way into the music.
And like in terms of structure, you know, to me, speaking personally, like I feel like rock music, it's like, you know, our parents grew up on rock music, and rock music was rebellious, you know, a long time ago, but it's like very much just kind of taken on a lot of meanings that we don't like align with socially or politically or whatever. And, you know, it feels like there's a lot of bands that just make music that their parents would like. And I really don't, you know, we find ourselves like rebelling against rock music a lot, just in terms of writing and like it being something that we, you know, while being a rock band, that we're like very conscious of what, you know, certain rock tropes and like trying to rebel against them in our own way, or take advantage of, you know, or use them in ways that are interesting to us.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's not that edgy, rock right now. These ages. We gotta rebel against rock. I like very much what you said over there, Cole. Coming back to Mexico, feel great. Are you ready? You need something. What expectations about Mexico again? You've been here quite a while, no? A few times, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times playing in the country. It's going to be the first Guadalajara show. It's going to be important.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never had you here. How are you feeling about this little Mexican trip?
I'm psyched.
Yeah, we're very excited. We love, we really love our Mexican fans, and we enjoy playing in Mexico. There's like something very special there. You know, love for music, and I think our music works well overseas. We've just like been really lucky that we have, you know, that we're able to have an international audience, and Mexico is very high on our list of our favorite places to play. Maybe at the top of the list, actually.
Great. So, well, we'll see you over here in a couple of weeks. And I was very lucky to get a chance to talk to you for a while. Thank you very much, guys. For this.
Thank you, man.
Likewise.
See you very soon here in Mexico. Thanks.
Thank you.
No doubt.